Several sleeper buses, but going through and down steep mountains actually required the cooling of brakes, which I've never heard of before.
Must be the brakes. I'm not sure. Must be the brakes that warm up.
There were several accidents, and you pulled together on these roads. One of the many good drivers to get us from one place to the next.
This ravine, we're on the road. It's on the way to the Dalai Lama's house.
Of course, there were days of foot travel. The most luxurious and rare for me was a train ride.
So there we are. Inside the train.
Even when traveling slowly, when we start climbing into the snows, altitude sickness needs to be taken very seriously. Or you too could have your best photo taken after spending all night vomiting with 2 days of the brain swelling, splitting headache. Our gas prices are finally rising, but competition with China's oil protections got us beat. It cost 200 yuan to fill this bus. That's less than half of what it takes to fill my small car back home. I know I'm traveling when I hand wash my clothes. The US and China both have dirty laundry. It's good to clean up and hang it out to air, together with mine.
Try to find in this dung village my underwear. Okay, and if you can't, I'm going to take you back and I'm going to zero in. But there it is. There's our hotel. And if you look carefully, you'll see my t-shirt and my underwear. That's it.
Waiting for a bus, my first meal on the mainland. Truly, food is one of the great joys and consternations of China for a Westerner. For those traveling outside Western-style hotel chains or big cities, finding coffee or bread is simply not possible. Perhaps most importantly from recent reports, you don't know if what you're eating may kill you someday. But that aside, if you don't like very hot spices, loads of grease, or MSG, it's very tough here generally. I found very few who could understand why or how I would not have eaten meat or poultry for over 36 years, never mind why I didn't want it now. Indeed, a number of times, with a Chinese translator painstakingly explaining, no meat, no meat. On more than a few occasions, dishes would be served anyway with some meat or meat sauces. I only put a little meat in there for flavoring. You have to have some meat for flavoring, was the amazing response. Vegetarianism is still a long learning curve here, even though vegetables were plentiful.
Look at this cart of vegetables coming up. Man, that looks great.
You can get almost everything freshly cooked in front of you, and I'm happy to say in over a month I never got sick. The other concern was the unnecessarily huge portions served. Asking for just a small dish or a small portion of a vegetable went unheeded. China's growing health hazard, obesity, reaching the highest obesity growth levels in the world today.
Okay. Great. Just gonna put, see, that's the stuff they make in that greasy stuff. See those? Yes, this is breakfast.
You had soy milk carts and mainly tea. Everyone, everywhere in China, has their own special tea.
谢谢。
没看过人家做这个。
We're doing a little hot pot. We put in only 6. They charge you a penny for a stick of food. We got all kinds of things in there. Cauliflower.
Although the fish from the numerous farms may be highly suspect, and all the other food probably is loaded with chemicals from widespread crop spraying throughout the land, the fresh cooked local food generally was delicious. It's at this dinner table, specifically, with this chef, that I heard repeatedly, "We are two great powers, and together we should help the world. We should help the world." It's here that we celebrate and welcome and toast coming together. Food is the place we serve each other. It is human ceremony throughout our cultures. It is community in practice. It is a joy. It is nourishment of the body and the soul. I met such good people serving you here. Again, thank you, China. Now for each other, let's help each other get the food safety issues straight. The biggest uniter of our mindsets is the internet. I'd go early in the morning to these dark dens because they were packed full at night. Even in the smallest towns, just find anyone under 20 years old in China and they can point you to the nearest internet cafe. Content remains quite restricted here, but you will find, like all over the world, people researching and communicating as much as they can, and kids addicted to playing the same exact games. Here it is, our Olympic trial, our Olympic team challenge. Can we have a most coveted Olympic gold for the environment, for our health? Who wins and loses this game? All of us. The old land of bicycles has disappeared and very quickly given way to a familiar kind of congestion. This is not a cloudy, overcast day. It's not a foggy day. This is not fog. It's pure pollution. Here in Leishan, the city of the great sitting Buddha, you can't see. It's smoke from the burning fields every spring. When China continually covets the words non-intervention to internal affairs, how does this relate to air, water, food, and products we all eventually share? China's energy consumption has more than quadrupled in the past 25 years. The world's largest consumer of the dirtiest type of energy, coal, and is projected to double its use of coal in the next 2 decades. It's about the planet's health, but isn't it also about helping the Chinese know it's directly killing them? And we care, I care, especially for the children I met.
Spoke to them about the smog, some of the results of this fantastic growth in the factories, and they don't quite, it doesn't quite compute, it seems. Progress is progress, and they didn't see the smog as much of a problem.
For hours, this is what you see. Thousands of factories line up along the coasts and highways. Many workers are not able to leave their factory's compound. You're looking at them here with bare living quarters right above or alongside.